It's Tuesday the 22nd of August 2017 and I'm at Ludwell on the A30 in Wiltshire to do a walk along Wessex Ridgeway, and this is the first path leading off the A30 at Ludwell, which is Wessex Ridgeway. The path goes beside these extensive watercress beds. We now leave the track to go up here, and there's confirmation that we're on Wessex Ridgeway. The path is now a grassy trod, still with watercress beds over to the right. Wessex Ridgeway now crosses this stile on the left. After the stile, the path is hedged. Wessex Ridgeway comes to this lane, turns left for about 40 yards. Wessex Ridgeway now turns right off the lane up this trod. Now heading up this field with a great view ahead to the right. We come to this stile, and this is the third one, which is awkward because it hasn't got a normal sort of step. Now heading uphill on the next field. It's starting to rain, despite the sun you can see, but at least there's a decent view. And that's the next awkward stile I've just crossed, and that's looking back. There's a Wessex Ridgeway marker. We're now going to go through the middle of that field, and this stile where I'm at has got a step. Now heading to those woods ahead, again with splendid views. Still spitting of rain. We've now entered these woods, still on Wessex Ridgeway. The Wessex Ridgeway is a wide, slithery path through these woods, and we're heading towards another road. We come to this busy road where we have to turn right for 60 yards. Wessex Ridgeway turns left off the road over this stile, and we've got the climb up Wyn Hill to come. And on the stile in the last clip there's a Hardy Way waymark, and the Hardy Way being a circular walk mostly in Dorset, but this little bit of it's in Wiltshire. We now follow this wire fence round a coombe with tremendous views. Looking back, starting to rain again as well. Now approaching Wyn Hill viewpoint. Wessex Ridgeway doesn't actually go to the viewpoint, but I'm going to visit it to see the view. And there's the trig point on the top of Wyn Hill. We're 909 feet above sea level here, and here is the all-round view. That's a view indicator, which I'll show you in the next clip. And there are the clump of trees on the top of Wyn Hill. Here's the view indicator. I think some of this is a bit optimistic. I've returned to the Wyn car park, rejoining Wessex Ridgeway, which goes up this grassy track. A fence on the right. Now heading steeply downhill. And there are the decent views over there. Coming over quite dark again. I wonder where the rain's coming back. Now entering a wood through a gate. Now descending through the woods. We now turn right on this wide path, which also looks like it's going down again. Great view over to the left. There's the path of Wessex Ridgeway, and a decent view over to the right. Now in the beautiful valley of Ashmore Bottom. We now join this wide stony track in Ashmore Bottom. Continuing along the wide track through Ashmore Bottom. The beautiful valley of Ashmore Bottom. And that's looking back the way I've just come. Tremendous view looking along Ashmore Bottom. Magnificent view. Such a tranquil place. Round every bend in Ashmore Bottom there's another stunning view. Still following this wide stony track of Wessex Ridgeway. At this junction we go through that gate there and down there. We're heading to Tollard Royal down there. Look at that view looking back the way I've come down Ashmore Bottom. The path is now a green track beside a fence. Another beautiful curving valley. Now at the pond at Tollard Royal. Now passing the War Memorial in Tollard Royal. We now turn left up Benches Lane to leave Tollard Royal. Benches Lane narrows and becomes hedged. Over to the right you can see over to the valley where we were walking earlier. Still on the hedge Benches Lane, which has risen steadily since Tollard Royal. There's a view looking over to Wingreen Hill, which we were on earlier today. We now follow this road to the right for a short distance. Unfortunately it looks quite busy. We turn left off the road through the gate and across that footpath there, a diagonal one. We cross a road and then take this path across this field, still on Wessex Ridgeway. As you can see on this post, we're now at the border, Dorset and Wiltshire border. Heading for Ashmore and the end of today's walk along Wessex Ridgeway. So we're now entering Dorset. And there's a Wessex Ridgeway sign, supreme, telling us when it was first opened as well. Now heading for Ashmore village and the end of today's walk along Wessex Ridgeway. Although it's pointing back the way I've come, this looks like a different type of Wessex Ridgeway sign in Dorset. Sign pointing back to Tollard Royal saying 2 miles. According to the book it was 1.5. Now in Ashmore. There's the beautiful pond at Ashmore. War Memorial at Ashmore and the inevitable Strimmer. There's the church at Ashmore, and this is the end of today's walk along Wessex Ridgeway. Just before ending, here's a further view of the beautiful pond at Ashmore.